Happy holidays! Deronda here with Foods 101. Today I'm showing you how to make this apricot almond coffee cake. Perfect for these holiday mornings. The ingredients you're going to need is 2½ cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1/2 cup of sliced almonds, 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese, 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of pure almond extract, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cups of cubed butter. I'm going to show you how to do that here in a little bit. 2 eggs, 1 cup of sour cream, and 3/4 cups of apricot preserves. And if you'd like to substitute this for cherry preserves or apple preserves, you be my guest. Let me show you how we're going to get this together. Add all of your flour to a large mixing bowl with 3/4 cups of sugar. We're going to reserve 1/4 cup of our sugar, the rest here to your flour, and add this to a small mixing bowl. Give your sugar and flour a lovely little whisking. Let me show you how to cube that butter. Open your package. Take a chef's knife, slice down the center of your cold butter, turn it once, slice down the center again, and we're going to start cubing the butter. And see, that's what you're looking for. Add in with our flour and sugar mixture. Here's my other 1/4 cup of cubed butter. Cut that butter in with our dry ingredients. I use a pastry tool, but if you don't want to use a pastry tool, you can use 2 knives and start cutting it in this way. If you want to use a food processor, you can too, or you could even use a fork. And if you want to get in there with your hands, you can do it that way too. I'm going to leave that up to you, but this is my favorite way. Once you've got your texture looking like cornmeal, you see how fine that is, but yet you got these little pieces of butter throughout. We're going to reserve 1/2 cup. We're going to use this for the top of our coffee cake, and you can reserve this here in a small mixing bowl. Next, we're going to add our baking soda, baking powder, and salt. Give this a lovely little tossing and make sure it's well blended. In a medium mixing bowl, add 1 egg, your almond extract, and your vanilla extract. With a whisk, we're just going to slightly whisk these 3 ingredients together. Add the sour cream, a whole 8 ounces or the 1 cup. Whisk these ingredients until they're well combined. And looking like this, that almond and vanilla extract, ooh, it smells so yummy. Add this into our flour mixture with the baking powder and baking soda. Add it in all at once. Get in there with a spatula so you can get it all out. You don't want to leave any of it behind here in your bowl. And we're going to stir the cream cheese mixture in with our other ingredients. It's going to be a very thick batter, and that will ensure a delicious, moist apricot almond coffee cake. I had to switch over to a wooden spoon because this kind of turned into like biscuit dough, but I'm telling you, it's going to be a very delicious and rich coffee cake. Ready for its baking pan, which I'm using a 9-inch springform pan. That means you can just open this and the sides will come off. But if you don't have a 9-inch springform pan, you can go ahead and use a regular 9-inch pan, whether it be round or square. Each one will work. Spoon your batter down in here. Be sure to grease and flour your pan really well before you start adding your coffee cake batter. If you need to, you can dampen the ends of your fingers a little bit to push your coffee cake batter down in here. With your fingers damp, the batter is not going to stick to your fingertips. Okay, and we can sit this off to the side. While we make our cream cheese mixture, I just cut my 8-ounce block of cream cheese down the middle and cube it here in my mixing bowl. It makes it a lot easier to mix together. Add your last egg with that 1/4 cup of sugar we reserved. Beat well. It's looking like this, nice, smooth, and creamy. We've got a lovely layer of our preserves or jams. Apricot's what I'm using, but you use what you'd like. We're coming back with that crumb topping. We're just gonna spread it over here on the top. Add your almonds. Add them, every one, the whole 1/2 cup here on the top of your coffee cake. And they're gonna toast while they bake in the oven. So it's gonna take this coffee cake to another level of flavor. Give it a little tap, shake it, This is off to that preheated oven on the middle rack for the next 1 hour. Use your timer and no peeking. Just taking my apricot almond coffee cake out of the oven, and oh my goodness, my whole house smells so yummy. To check for doneness, we're going to use a toothpick. We're just going to stick it here in the thickest part, pull it out. There's just a little bit of batter on there, so I'm going to put it back in the oven for about 5 minutes. After an additional 5 minutes of baking, you can hear it bubbling. Let's see if we've got, there we go. We got a clean toothpick, so we don't have to worry about baking it anymore. Let it sit here and cool for 5 minutes, and I'll be back to show you how to remove it from its baking pan. After 5 minutes of cooling, you can see where the cake is pulling loose from the sides of its baking pan. But just for security, I like to use these little plastic knives and go around the edge to make sure they're completely loosened. And by the way, these little plastic knives, the reason I use them is they're not going to scratch up your baking pans. I'm using a springform pan, as you can see right here. I'm just going to loosen it up. Just remove the sides. Woo! Looky, looky. How fabulous is that? Cool down for at least 1 hour before we cut into it. I've added my cake to a serving plate. I'm going to cut into it. It's still a little warm. I've only had it cooling for about 15 minutes, and I can tell I need to let it cool a little longer. If it's cooler, it's not going to be crumbling on you. So just heads up on that, and just show you what it looks like here on the inside. Oh yeah. You can see the steam. It's super, super warm. Put it over here on the plate. I just want you to look at the inside of that apricot almond cake. It smells so fantastic. Look at those almonds on the top and around the back. Ooh, and that apricot jam. Oh, it is a beauty. Here goes. Oh, look at that apricot. Ooh. Wow. Very buttery. Very fruity. That fruit's really still warm. And look at that cream cheese there on the top. Oh, it goes perfect with that apricot preserves and the almonds. Wow, so fluffy. And light. This is one fantastic apricot almond cake. Perfect with coffee, tea, milk, or whatever. Ooh, and look at those almonds. They look absolutely fantastic. Hey you all, I'm Deronda with Foods 101. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, hit that notification bell to be the first to get my new YouTube food videos. Thanks a million for watching. Super delicious coffee cake. Happy holidays, stay safe, and I'll catch you lovely people later.